Hello everyone and welcome to our WWE 2K showcase featuring John Cena. And today we're going to be playing our first game here on the MoreMadViews channel. Of course, we know we are huge WWE fans, and now we're going to start off with one of the greatest of all time.
Arguably one of the greatest of all time. There was literally a chant because people hated Cena so much. He literally had the shirt "Rise Above Hate," which I'm now thinking about it. I should have worked for this episode, maybe next time. But John Cena is literally such literally the wrestler's wrestler. Like, he's that guy who is literally built, and like, who knows, maybe his father and mother like bred him like the characters from The Boys to be what he is today. A movie actor, a WWE wrestler, a motherfucking prototype of the industry, John Cena.
He really is, and as we're going to be seeing through these years, he has been one of the greatest of all time. They talk about Bruno Sammartino, they talk about The Rock, they talk about Hulk Hogan, they talk about all these legends.
Talk about Stone
And that's the thing, who knows what these bonus matches and things are going to be at the end of the 2K showcase, but I do know that our first match, I believe, coming up is going to be that of RVD. So we're going to start off with Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show himself, at One Night Stand. Now, this is one of these crazy times. And talk about crazy times. Remember when we had these guys in OVW?
Oh my god, remember OVW? We highly suggest, by the way, to make sure you either play through the mode on your own. I don't own the game yet, so I'm gonna play through this when that time comes, but make sure you guys at home play through this game so you guys know what we're talking about, what we're seeing. As you see, the footage is a little blurry.
Unfortunately we need to do that, guys, because of course, courtesy of WWE and all the copyright issues, we need to do that if you guys want to see these videos. And this sucks, and especially WWE, you give a game that we cannot actually put footage out about, especially in a 2K showcase mode. It's kind of odd.
You know people are doing this, right? Like, you guys are aware, right, that people make content about your game. So like, what, why? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But as it shows some of John Cena's amazing moments, though, this man, again, like you said, grew from OVW with Batista, Shelton Benjamin, Randy Orton, the list goes on, and just became one of those top-tier superstars. Just like most of the men that I just mentioned are honestly top-tier superstars. Hopefully people we see
Edge,
maybe in this mode, Batista, maybe Triple H, maybe Randy Orton. I'm really interested.
Who's
Edge,
to say?
Maybe Lesnar.
But that's the thing, guys. This is going to be a series. It's going to be our first series. And you guys are going to learn some very, very big lessons from John Cena himself. And, of course, he's the guy to always be learning lessons from. Definitely, never give up. Hustle, loyalty, respect. These are huge things that, you should take from John Cena. This is why he's the PG guy, right? Eat your Wheaties. He's a Wheaties boy. And
PG era king. He's great. He's really for those kids who were like bullied and never thought they would be that guy. Like, he is the be a star. Like, he is fighting the ultimate bully. He used to be a bully as the man who was rapping and dissing everybody and dissing Stephanie, etc. He used to be a bully, but now he's become that kid who stands up to those bullies, the ultimate babyface, John motherfucking Cena.
And this is it, guys. Welcome to the WWE Showcase featuring John Cena. And like we said, hopping into Rob Van Dam versus John Cena, one of a kind, here at One Night Stand, and we are gonna have a blast doing this, guys. Remember when this happened, right? Remember back in the day when ECW was that big?
What a fucking time! What a time that shit was! I remember, like, buying the pay-per-view right after it happened because I couldn't watch it, so I like had to wait and like had the fucking scheme on like trying to figure out like where I could find this, and finally like I bought the little DVD and I just watched this over and over and over. This match, two of the biggest stars from both companies just going head to head, killing it, and one of the craziest, like the crowd for this match, this crowd for that whole event even was just exactly why it's insanity. It showed you why the crowd matters as you see them. It shows you why the crowd matters in a wrestling match. It could kill or make it something so much better. Personally, until the day I die, I'm gonna remember.
And that's the thing.
This match.
Remember, John Cena was a face in WWE at this point, and he was booed out of the building. Shirts thrown back, people telling him you can't wrestle. And yes, guys, we all talk about it, the 5 move of doom itself. He can only do 5 moves, but in this match, he also showed a bit of hardcore that we've never seen John Cena do before. Only at ECW One Night Stand would you ever see him use a chair as much as he did, use the table, use steel steps. You know, he did crazy things, but when you talk about crazy, you need to talk about the whole damn show. And the whole damn show is what we're going to jump into now when we face John Cena at ECW One Night Stand. So yeah, this is the ECW One Night Stand matchup as we see right now. Rob Van Dam kicking the ever-living out of John Cena. And, you know, that's the thing. John Cena and Rob Van Dam had this whole feud. And, you know, this feud was absolutely nuts when the... Oh, that's pretty sick.
The way the
whole Rob Van Dam
crowd goes with the taunt, that's insane. Right? That's crazy. I didn't know you could do... I didn't know that was a thing. But it's so realistic to how this match actually was. It was in ECW territory. It was in Rob Van Dam's territory. This is a face versus face match, really. This is the first time Cena was ever booed, and it continued, I think, personally, because of it. And honestly, you would think nothing less. The crowd would love Rob Van Dam. It's a face versus face match. It's such an interesting thing, and no wonder it has such like an area in a moment in wrestling that it deserves.
That's the thing, you know, it was one of those times that you honestly, whenever you think of big crowds, whenever you think of hostile crowds, whenever you think of crowds that could really, you know, they said it in this earlier, but like, I'm going to say that, you know, the crowd was a show that night, and they were just living in it, and it's those types of moments that when we look back and we think to ourselves the big moments, not just in John Cena's career, but in general, right? We look at what we saw at Elimination Chamber, right? And like we were hostile.
What's this?
Rob Van Dam, baby.
Damn, baby. Just this patent maneuver of him. Love that it's in this game because it's such like, it's what do you know from Rob Van Dam? We just did a top 10 high flyers, and honestly, maybe Rob Van Dam was in that video. You'll have to go check it out to see, but I think he should be just because of something like that. But just back to your point, Matthew, I 100% agree though. Like, you just need that hot, fiery crowd to really make a match a match, just like Chamber. I love that they transition into live.
But you know what's so shitty about it though? We can't even show it because, you know, WWE.
But that's it. You guys just go play the game, go live it out. Honestly, if you haven't seen this match before, what the frig are you doing? I don't know if we're allowed to swear. What the hell are you doing?
Kind of, but no.
Is that a swear? No. But it's such a time. Like ECF&W shirts.
The Hammerstein Ballroom, which is just an iconic place now because of this. And then yeah, just it's so seamless. Just going back and forth in the gameplay to that, you know.
When do you ever see Cena go to the top rope too? When do you ever see, like, for that leg drop, but after you got injured in like 2000, actually quite after this, because you returned in 2008 with that, after you got caught in that powerbomb at Batista at SummerSlam.
Who's to say? But you guys
they have that
exactly. You guys got to keep up, and we'll be putting these out very, very quickly, guys. It's not very hard to edit. It's not very crazy for us to do, and we do want to get some gameplay content coming out. And if you guys want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to stay locked here. And that's the thing, guys. We have so much stuff coming. So much stuff.
See our... Yeah, we have other games in mind that we want to do. We have a lot more wrestling content that we want to do. As you know, we also want to do some more combat stuff. Games are just something.
And if there's any games that you
think
why not
we would be doing it already,
more than happy to bring it to you guys. And of course, we love every type of game. The only thing is, if you guys would give us the honor, we would love to be doing this more. And we would love for you guys to send us some love with some subscriptions, you know, by subscribing to us, you know.
Please do. Yes, sir. And make sure you comment what games you would like to see. Make sure you share. We really like the comments, though. Really put your opinion in. We want to know what you thought of this match, or just this ECW one night only pay-per-view. This was the same show that had Rey Mysterio and Sabu, that had I believe it was Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit was also on this card. I believe also
Terry Funk and Mick Foley was a part of it. But that's the thing, you know, what a card.
I believe that was on this card too. Yeah, because I remember it was the tag match. It was such a crazy event. And this, as the main event, is just icing on the cake.
But yeah, it's just when after this did we really see this match? I don't believe we did much after, right? Because then Cena would move on to, you know, really staking his claim more and more over the years. And Raw Van Dam would continue, you know, just wowing audiences in WWE, right? And of course being the champion after this match. Spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen the match, guys, how haven't you? And you know, it's one of those things, guys, that like you look at this match and you look at most of the matches that I'm sure we're going to be looking at with John Cena, and you think to yourself how lucky you were to witness some of these matches. Some in person, some not in person, some, you know, from wherever you were, because, you know, these were some lucky times where we saw, for example, I'm sure they're going to have once in a lifetime later on, right? You know, right? And I can honestly say I was there for the rematches, the twice in a lifetime, right? I was there for the WrestleMania in New York City, or New Jersey rather, but just absolutely, you think to yourself of like how lucky you were, and I'm sure the fans here at Hammerstein Ballroom were just beyond floored, you know.
Their money was worth. Their money was just like they spent their money in the perfect place when it came to
this
event.
Do.
And just
that's it, guys. Yeah, no, it's definitely game has improved. Honestly, I wouldn't say there's still some bugs and some things, but that happens in the games. I can't really complain too much. The roster is huge, and we're gonna be doing a lot more content on here, guys. So if there's anything you want to see, the GM mode's coming. Just so you guys know. If you guys have listened long into the video, know the GM is coming. Also, guys, we will be having, hopefully, Universe mode coming to you guys soon. There's some things there, I'm sure. Oh. But a moonsault into the chair. I remember that spot now looking at it. Devastating. And also, just a selling by Rob Van Dam. Look at that, look at the DDT there. Just crushes him completely. He's broken. He's dead.
Love when it turns live action. Yeah, no, that was painful. It's such a time, though. The way Rob Van Dam is like probably one of my favorite sellers in wrestling. The way he sells pile drivers, he's one of the first dudes to do like the headstand sell where he just shakes up like a stick and he's just in the ground. he's such an amazing seller. Every time he hits that frog splash, I always think, like, why do you do that if you're in such pain after? He wins from it, and that's, I think.
But that's the thing. Remember when you know, that was just like, a common move,
he was able to
right?
do
The
so
slingshot
much more in the WWE with like more title runs.
Now
and
we
so on
don't see it
forth,
very
because
often.
he's such a talent. But
and just the drama of some of these matches. You know what I mean? The overdubbing of just like, oh, Jesus. He's not
talking about
yet.
spiking somebody's head, right? Am I right?
Sometimes you do see that, and that's why, you know, Roman Reigns, as much as many people hated him before, the man can tell a good story. And all the amazing storytellers that we're seeing now, and also, as you guys can see here, new kick-out animation, new kick-out things, new game happening. Oh. Ooh, big attitude adjustment with a kick out. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Okay. Matthew not selling here. Oh. So just so you guys know, I was playing this matchup.
Yeah, I was slowly making more.
But that whole big moonsault.
Oh shit.
But that's the thing, guys. I also really like how it's different this year. Usually you'd be playing against John Cena all the time.
It was the FU at the time. This is such a throwback. I forgot about this.
We'd be playing or second to last game, actually, because I didn't get the most recent before that.
Matthew not selling.
Oh,
Matthew not selling for the crowd.
2K23 was but most of the showcase modes you play as a certain somebody, and you play as that guy or as that girl,
whoever that is.
But this one, you're playing as the opposite opponent. So you're playing to beat John Cena, not to beat John Cena. So it's different. It's different for sure. Because the thing is, he didn't lose too much, right? He didn't lose too much. Like, yes, he lost in some big matches that we're seeing. But other than that, he didn't. He had a very long streak that he never lost.
I kind of like it though, because then you're not playing as the same character over and over.
It's definitely one of those things that there's more wins than losses.
Maybe even a lot of John Cena's better matches are when he took the big fat L. Personally.
Oh, and again, a little chair taunt there from Cena, taunting him. Yeah. And now he's back in the ring. They get kicked. Oh, never mind. Cena's giving us a fight to remember. But
very true.
Going for the STF. But yes, he was definitely one of those talents, Dev. You were saying, you know, the.
And real quick, Rob Van Dam with the table. God bless you, Matthew, for bringing up tables.
And that's the thing, you know, many people that would fall after would not be like
real
that.
Quick, I want to
and also, the first person to ever catch in the Money in the Bank played a huge factor in John Cena's career. And just clocking the ref. Remember when John Cena was not a heel, but was acting like a heel?
He's one of those talents that is really surprising.
That's the thing. He needed to play the heel in this.
He literally walked in there and wanted to cash in his Money in the Bank. He didn't sneak up on him. It shows such a loyal pride and such a respect on his behalf to do something like
that. Big boy superplex.
He just didn't
care. That's the thing,
man.
And also chucking those steel steps as he did right over the ropes like that.
But yeah, he turned slowly into a heel. This is a really interesting John Cena match.
It really is.
See him act like this, and I think this is literally right when he started to switch. More,
no, we're seeing it blurry too, right? Yeah, of course we're not.
Superplex is hurt. Just watching him personally.
But unfortunately, we need to play.
that on like a Raw.
Yeah, I remember that, and we also had that, like I
show.
said before, but I need to keep
that
saying
right
it,
now.
and you guys definitely
Like,
go check out
it's
Elimination
crazy.
Chamber
Like, I like
compilation
just doing
and
that so casually.
predictions.
Like,
But
wrestlers are immortals, I tell you.
it was definitely, it was definitely this type of field
It's
where
just throwing
there
those
was a
steps,
possibility, there was a riot.
Immortal again.
They're
just out here doing. Wow, this clip is really long. It's longer than the other one. I'm surprised they're showing such a live action, to your point of view, blurry clip. Sorry, guys. Make sure to play the game though.
Yeah.
If Cena wins, we riot. Yeah,
and
unfortunately.
But you know who was also outside in this match? This man right here. Do you remember who this is? A spear through a table.
If Sammy wins, we riot.
Yeah, like I was saying before, the first ever Money in the Bank costing John Cena the match here, and this would conclude our WWE 2K showcase on Raw Van Dam, and of course, we now see everything happening with Edge and finishing up the match. But you guys need to stay tuned and see what happens on the next episode, episode 2 of the 2K showcase here with MADViews. And guys, we're going to be having so much stuff coming. WrestleMania predictions. We're going to be having Stand and Deliver predictions. We're going to be having WWE 2K GM mode. We're going to be having Universe mode. Guys, we have so much stuff coming your way. Not just plays, watches, but so much more. Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little birdie once told me that we have three things in production at the moment.
Ooh.
Is it 3? Oh, it is 3, and it reminds me of a little person that does this little taunt. But you guys need to stay tuned for the next episode of that.
Reaction. We have everything
John
coming, so make sure you
2K
like,
showcase
comment, subscribe,
here on
share,
MoreMadViews.
stay in tune with what's going on. Also, Twitter, TikTok, everything down below in my little card. Also, hold on, one more thing, don't forget MADViews Productions, the OG channel where this channel stems off of. Go watch Mad Lads, go watch Confess, go watch Savages. We got more coming.
Right now,
a birdie.
We gotta say goodbye because you can't see us anymore. See what I did there, though? No. I was trying to be cool. It didn't work. Yes, guys. See.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what that was. Yeah.
Illuminati. Oh. Do you see our vision?